Hello everybody, welcome to One Drink, podcast where we talk about one topic for one drink. I'm Oliver.
I am Matthew.
And today on our history show, we are featuring September 20th to September 26th.
Yep, and September still is bringing more and more cool, crazy history that I did not know about.
It's a pretty sweet month.
Yeah. There's, all the big stuff, and then, it just seems like in September there's a lot. I mean, just like every month, but
September seems to have a lot of
yeah.
interesting things happening in it. September is the time.
Oh, it's great. Just like this, September 24th, 1948, the Honda Motor Company is founded in Hamamatsu City, Japan.
How many times did you practice saying that?
Oh, at least 4 or 5. Hamamatsu City.
Hamamatsu.
But I've never owned a Honda. Have you?
I had a motorcycle.
Actually, you know what? A Honda Accord, right?
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I had an Acura. Is that a Honda?
No, I think they're owned by Toyota.
Okay, yeah.
So maybe they're owned by Honda. I don't know.
Yeah, but I had never owned a Honda product.
Yeah, I had a motorcycle and it was fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, Honda stuff is great. My mom's got a Honda.
They are good cars.
It just lasts.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Their reliability is...
I remember my one friend back in the day, he got handed down a Honda. It was like his parents. But this thing literally had like 180,000 miles on it.
It's crazy.
So, we were always like joking, how high can you get it? I mean, dude, he drove this car until there was at least, I want to say 220,000 miles on it.
My stepdad's car, like my parents' second car, he just takes it to work and back. Mm-hmm. It's a little Honda Fit, and they have like 300,000 miles on it.
See?
It's crazy.
Change that oil.
Yeah.
That's all you need to do.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's so many miles.
300,000?
300,000, yeah.
Wow, that's the most I've ever heard on a car.
Yeah.
I wonder what the like max miles you can get on an engine.
I don't know.
Like,
I mean, diesel engines, the ones in like big trucks,
yeah,
like 18-wheelers and shit, you can get like 1 million miles out of those things.
I never thought of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, because those are traveling cross country.
Yeah. But I mean, like gasoline engines?
Yeah, just a regular gasoline engine.
I don't know.
If anyone out there is watching, let us know how many miles. Yeah. Take it to the limit, you know what I mean?
Right. Push it to the limit.
They're just driving and it's just like...
Right. Everything falls off.
I should have never listened to those two idiots.
Damn it. Send us a picture.
Right.
All right, I'm going to take us to September 20th, 1873. The New York Stock Exchange was forced to close for the first time in its history as a result of a banking crisis during the financial panic of 1873.
Holy moly.
Yeah, whole thing just
stopped.
Yeah, just shut it down.
For how long?
I don't know how long it was. It didn't say.
Damn.
But even a day is like has, a global impact. You know what I mean?
Globally, like
it's. I mean, and this was 150 years ago, but
picture it now.
Oh my God, it's.
I feel
dude, it dips enough in a day, and it causes like a ripple effect, across the world.
Do you do stocks and all that shit?
Yeah, I do some day trading here and there, but it's like simple, small stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I have a couple things long term that I don't mess with.
Right.
But no, essentially no. I mean, yes, but
right.
not
Nothing that
really.
if it shut down, you wouldn't.
No.
You'd be fine.
No.
You'd be like
$10,000 and whatever. That's a lot of money to me.
Oh hell yeah!
But
some people.
I'm not going to be out on my. I'm still going to go to Wegmans and buy groceries. You know what I mean? I'm not. My lifestyle's not going to change because that money is like I don't do anything with that money. Like it just.
It's long term.
Yeah, it's long term shit. So, I don't really even check it.
Some people would be losing millions, billions. I mean, I feel like our economy is basically through the stock exchange.
Yeah.
Or like,
Yep.
Some major damage could go down.
Yeah, for sure.
I guarantee we'll see it again.
Probably. Yeah, I mean, it's bound to happen. I mean, there's been recessions and depressions since.
Yeah.
History repeats itself, brother. History repeats itself.
I don't have anything, so I'll just be like, cool.
Right? You guys suck. Sucks
Although I do have 401k, so I would be affected pretty dramatically.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
So we don't want to see that happen. I don't want to see that happen.
No.
Now that I think about it, I'm over here like, oh yeah, it wouldn't affect. Well, wait. Whoa, shit.
Well, wait a minute.
All that money.
All that money. Right.
I wouldn't be.
And I know you know what the total. I know you know how much is in that 401k right now too. So
there's a shit ton of money.
Imagine just tomorrow that shit being zero.
Oh, I would probably.
He'd be sick, dude.
Instantly, I'd be puking. I'd probably have a heart attack. I'd be like.
I'm assuming you've been putting in that since you've been at the company you're currently at, right?
Yeah, I got
And how long have you been at that company?
20 years.
So you've been putting into that 401k for 20 years.
And my company's been matching me.
Like a good percentage?
Oh yeah, I got a boatload of money. So I would
imagine losing 20 years worth of your savings.
I would cry.
It's your retirement. You go from being able to retire at 60 to 80.
Oh. I would retire that day because I would I would be like, dude, I'm done. I'd be like, what the fuck? So keep that stock.
Right. Keep it rolling, baby. Just do what you gotta do. You know what I mean?
Now that I think about it.
If you need help, don't call us.
Just help us. Turn his 10 grand into millions.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Keep his money right where it's at.
I'm going to have to call my guy.
Right. I need it all in cash now.
What can I do to, like... Oh, shit.
That shit's funny.
September 22nd, 1920. Chicago grand jury convenes to investigate charges that 8 White Sox players conspired to fix the 1919 World Series.
Crazy stuff.
It is crazy, but I bring this up to ask you, right? Nowadays, if you were in a professional sport,
yeah,
and there's no way you could get caught, right?
Yeah.
You're in a World Series, Super Bowl, whatever. The grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
And someone was like, hey, bro, miss this field goal and I'll give you $10 million. You know, something along that line. Would you do it?
Yes.
You would do it?
Sure. Why not?
We'll just say...
If I'm never going to get caught, of course I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
But in the real world where there is a potential to get caught...
Right.
You would have to put a really big number with a fuck ton of zeros after it to get me to do it. You know what I mean? Because if I'm already making millions, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to do it. But if you walk over to me and be like, yo, I'll give you $100 million to throw the Super Bowl.
Right.
I'll be like, yes, sir.
Done.
Shake my hand. Give me the money.
Or
I would at least entertain the idea in my head.
Yeah.
Like, is it feasible to do
it? But because,
you know what I mean?
So playing sports, I'm competitive. When I play to win. You know, you work your whole life and you're like, oh, we're at the Super Bowl and you're like, I want to win a Super Bowl, but then you're just like, I'm never gonna get $100 million, right? Because money talks, right? You know what I mean? And oh man, I thought about that. I was like, man, what would you do?
I would really think about it. In the end, I don't think that I would. Just because I would want to win.
Yeah.
If I'd already gotten a championship, like if I'd already won the World Series or I'd already won the Super Bowl, I would give it much more thought. Because I don't need to have 10 rings. You know what I mean? I'm not that guy. If I get one, dude, I'm out. And I would retire. Win the Super Bowl, retired. Done. Go out on a high note.
Yeah.
That's it. You know what I mean? They could never say, oh, he used to be great. You know what I mean? Like, no, he's great.
Yeah, he finished on top.
Right. Go out on a high note.
Yeah, and so do you think that shit happens today?
No.
I don't either.
I don't either. I think that it would take far too much money than it would actually be worth.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think, like some gambling organization or whatever would make enough to cover what it would take to pay up. Because one person on a team can't do it. You know what I mean?
True.
You have to have a few. You know, like this one, it was 6 players that got investigated. You know what I mean? 6 players on a 9-man baseball team, that can throw a game.
Oh, yeah,
you know what
easily.
I mean? One guy on a football team can't throw a game.
Yeah.
I mean, unless maybe it's the quarterback.
Or
the quarterback starts playing like shit so much that the coach is just going to pull him and put somebody else in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, I think that the logistics of it are far too difficult to overcome for it to be financially worth it for the person paying you to throw the game. So I don't think it really happens. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of conspiracy theories about all that shit.
And even like nowadays, with all the social media, and it's just too easy to get caught. Mm-hmm. There's like, you're in the locker room or the phone call can get it's just...
Yeah, there's way too... It's so much harder to get away with things nowadays.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
In any realm, too. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Because, it's just... Pretty much that phone can be detected, and it, if someone was to, look at your search history or anything, it knows that's you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
It's creepy.
Yeah, well, that's like, when the feds look into us for our Google history.
Oh, we're doomed.
Oh, we're on a list. We are on a list. I promise you, for the stupid shit that I look up for this show, bro. Oh, my God. I'm on somebody's list. I 100%. My name is on somebody's list, some agency's list somewhere. My name is on there.
They just go like this. It's like my name and your name next to each other, and they're scrolling down. They're like, "What the fuck are these dudes
doing, man?"
They are looking up some
murder, conspiracy theories, Denver Airport.
Oh man,
Queen of England. What?
Right, red flags. Ding ding.
Right. Speaking of the Queen of England, going back to that show, if you guys are in tune with this, we did a show last week on the Queen of England, crazy facts about the Queen of England. I got something wrong.
You did?
Yeah, so here's my retraction. Oh. And my mom actually called me out on this one, which she'll appreciate me doing this because I told her I was going to do
Nice.
it. So I said in the show, the Queen of England owns the Tower of London.
Okay.
I thought that the Tower of London was Big Ben, was the clock.
Uh-huh.
Right? Remember we had that whole thing, we were like, oh, do you know what time it is?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's not the Tower of London.
Oh.
The Tower of London is a structure that royalty used to be taken to when they were, killed. When, they had their, heads lopped off and shit. Wow. Yeah, so it's a totally different building. So, I apologize. Here's my official retraction of that statement.
Wow.
Thanks, Ma.
That's cool, though.
Yeah.
Even another,
it's our first official retraction.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're pretty good.
We're actually pretty good on it. I could have swore, though, that Big Ben was called the Tower of London.
Yeah. It's funny, too, because, after we did the Queen of England show, everything on my feed, social media, was, Big Ben, Queen, this, that, diamonds, and just art, and...
that diamond.
I was just like, I already did the show. What the hell?
You guys were late.
It's coming back.
Keep up with me, please. We already did this show.
Right.
Oh, cool. Tools from Lowe's. Sweet. You're back to normal.
Yeah, right back to normal. It's crazy, too, because, all right, if those algorithms, if everyone would just say, one drink podcast in front of their phone.
Right, just one time.
Start popping up. Yep. Yes.
We go from 0 to hero real quick. Real quick.
Come on, Google or whatever.
Fucking hook us up, man. Come on. All right, September 26, 1960, the first ever televised presidential debate occurred between presidential candidates John F. Kennedy and Richard Nixon. Many who watched were inclined to say Kennedy won the debate, while those who listened only to the radio thought Nixon did better. Nixon, who declined to use makeup, appeared somewhat haggard-looking on TV in contrast to Kennedy.
Kennedy was a pimp anyways, wasn't
Dude,
he?
he was a G, bro. Yes. The guy dated Marilyn Monroe. I almost said Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
The guy dated Marilyn Monroe, dude. He was a G.
Yeah, and I mean, he was a good-looking dude.
But he was a clean-cut,
yeah,
good-looking dude.
Yeah.
And Nixon, you know what? I don't think makeup would have made a difference.
No, I was thinking that too.
Because Nixon was an ugly fucking human being.
Yeah, he was just
an ugly guy.
A grumpy old dude,
Yeah, he was an ugly guy.
That's too funny.
Yeah, Nixon and Reagan, man, were some ugly-ass presidents, man.
And Reagan was even in Hollywood, and he was still like, dude.
Ugly-ass actor. But we're sitting here in a spare bedroom.
Yeah. Hey, we look good.
We look good.
That's all that matters.
Yeah, so we're not famous and Kennedy's dead. That's where good looks get you.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well.
Whatever.
Well, maybe one day.
Keep on keeping on.
September 26, 1964, TV sitcom Gilligan's Island, starring Bob Denver as Gilligan, debuts on CBS.
I used to love that show.
I just caught I saw the show. I mean, I seen clips when I was younger, but I watched a full episode the other day, actually. And it's just...
It was a great show.
Yeah, TV back then was so...
I mean, corny as fuck, but...
Real corny.
It was a great show.
Real corny.
It was a great show.
Also, 1968, the first broadcast, Hawaii 5-0.
Yeah! I'm in love Hawaii 5-0. Book 'em, Dano.
I remember you mentioning that a couple weeks ago. And
that's one of my favorite shows I've seen the original series.
Okay.
But the remake that they did, there's 10 seasons, it's probably like my top 5 favorite shows all time. Nice. I love it. I love all the characters, the banter between McGarrett and Danny. Yeah. Like the two characters that the new characters, the actors that play them, they're phenomenal. Yep. I think it's a great homage to the original. And like I said, I mean, it went on for 10 seasons. Yeah. So.
And I didn't even know that it was... I knew they did a remake, but I didn't know it was that long ago when it came out.
Yeah.
Good old Hawaii 5-0.
Good old Hawaii.
And Gilligan's Island, of course.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to one of my favorite parts of the week.
It is time.
Medal of Honor stories, man.
Medal is of Honor time. Stories.
I'm going to kick us off with Sergeant First Class Nelson V. Britton, U.S. Army, Korea.
Yeah. Sergeant First Class Britton, a member of Company I, distinguished himself by conspicuous... Gallantry and intrepidity above and beyond the call of duty in action, volunteering to lead his squad up a hill with meager cover against murderous fire from the enemy. He ordered his squad to give him support, and in the face of withering fire and bursting shells, he tossed a grenade at the nearest enemy position. On returning to the squad, he was knocked down and wounded by an enemy grenade. Refusing medical attention, he replenished his supply of grenades and returned, hurling grenades into hostile positions and shooting the enemy as they fled. When his weapon jammed, he leaped without hesitation into a foxhole and killed the occupants with his bayonet and the butt of his rifle.
There it is.
He continued to wipe out foxholes and, noting that his squad had been pinned down, he rushed to the rear of a machine gun position, threw a grenade into the nest, and ran around to the front, where he killed all 3 occupants with rifle fire. Less than 100 yards up the hill, his squad again came under vicious fire from another camouflaged, sandbagged machine gun nest, well flanked by supporting riflemen. Jeez. Sergeant First Class Britton again charged this new position in an aggressive endeavor to silence the remaining obstacle and ran directly into a burst of automatic fire which killed him instantly. In the sustained and driving action, he had killed 20 enemy soldiers and destroyed 4 automatic weapons.
Wow.
The conspicuous courage, consummate valor, and noble self-sacrifice displayed by Sergeant First Class Britton enabled his inspired company to attain its objective and reflect the highest glory on himself and the heroic traditions of the military service.
Yes. That's crazy.
20 enemies.
And that's a lot.
Solo. Right.
Yeah, dude, especially in the beginning when he had a bayonet.
And he was injured,
Which
of
is
course.
just, I mean, we've heard similar stories to these ones where you got guys just running across things into machine gun nests.
Yeah.
Like, we've heard a dozen of these.
Yeah, no fear.
No fear, dude. But this guy doesn't even have a gun.
Right.
Well, yeah, he has a gun, but it's only got a little pointy bit on the end of it.
Oh,
You might as well give him a spear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, man. But again, his heroic actions...
Yep, saved the life of his men.
And completed the...
Didn't say that anybody died.
Yeah.
Any of his guys died.
Yep.
And they completed the mission and took the hill. It's
crazy.
Unbelievable.
Great story. All right, we're going to go to Captain James Elliott Williams.
Ooh.
Vietnam War, U.S. Navy.
Okay. Ooh, Navy.
Yeah.
We don't hear a lot of Navy.
No, so you did the helicopter one last week, like where he was, full control of the helicopters. We got a boat guy here.
Been waiting for one of these.
Yep. Private First Class Williams was serving as boat captain and patrol officer aboard River Patrol Boat 105, accompanied by another patrol boat when the patrol was suddenly taken under fire by 2 enemy sampans. You know what sampans are? It got to be another boat.
It's got to be. It's got to be what they called the Viet Cong boats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because I was like...
Because these patrol boats in Vietnam were like double hull, open bow, just like cruising boats. Okay. You know what I mean?
Williams immediately ordered the fire returned, killing the crew of one enemy boat and causing the other sampan to take refuge in a nearby river inlet. Pursuing and fleeing the sampan, the U.S. patrol encountered a heavy volume of small arms fire from enemy forces at close range, occupying well-concealed positions along the river bank. Maneuvering through its fire, the patrol confronted a numerically superior enemy force aboard 2 enemy junks and 8 sampans, augmented by heavy automatic weapons fire from ashore. In the savage battle that ensued, Williams, with utter disregard for his safety, exposed himself with withering hail of enemy fire to direct counterfire and inspire the actions of his patrol. So he was like...
So this dude ran into like an armada on his little boat.
He was like, oh shit.
Right.
And, yeah. Crazy. Recognizing the overwhelming strength of the force, Williams deployed his patrol to await the arrival of armed helicopters. In the course of his movement, he discovered an even larger concentration of enemy boats. Not waiting for the arrival of the armed helicopters, he displayed great initiative and boldly led the patrol through the intense enemy fire and damaged or destroyed 50 enemy sampans and 7 junks.
What?
This phase of actions completed, and with the arrival of the armed helicopters, Williams directed the attack on the remaining enemy force. Now virtually dark, and although Williams was aware that his boats would overcome even better targets, he ordered the patrol boat's searchlights turned on to better illuminate the area and move the patrol precariously close to the shore and press the attack. So it was dark. He just turned the lights on, and he was like going for it because he needed to see it. Yeah.
Yep.
Despite wanting supply of ammunition, the patrol successfully engaged the enemy ashore and completed the rout of the enemy force under the leadership of Williams, who demonstrated unusual professional skill and indomitable courage throughout the 3-hour battle. Doing this for 3 hours.
On a boat, dude. Whizzing around on a river.
The patrol accounted the destruction or loss of 65 enemy boats and inflicted numerous casualties on the enemy personnel. His extraordinary heroism and exemplary fighting spirit in the face of great risk inspired efforts of his men to defeat a larger enemy force and are keeping with the finest traditions of the U.S. Navy service.
That's crazy. So I just looked up.
Is that it?
That's a river patrol boat.
Okay, so they're not really that big.
No, they're not.
It's
just a boat.
It's just a boat
with some guns on it. You know what I mean? Like,
wow.
It's not anything like crazy. Mm-hmm. And here's the sampans. They're just little indigenous boats.
Wow.
Which probably just had some dudes on it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's the Sampan, and there's the patrol boat.
And so it's pretty wide open. I mean,
there's no cover on that. I mean, they got some big gun on the front and then, you know, a gun on the back or whatever, but like that's not a war machine.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, look at that. There you go. So it looks like you got a gun up top.
Yeah.
A gun in the back. And some of them had guns on the front.
Yep. So he knew the risks, and he went and he kicked some serious ass with that little boat.
He did kick some ass.
Which is
on
crazy.
That little boat. Dang. Against fire from the shore, against fire from mad little boats.
Other boats.
Which are like little wasps.
Yeah.
Just like scurrying around him.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So he knew what he was doing.
He was a G.
He was. That was so. James Elliott Williams. Maneuvering boats.
Like crushing it.
Like a pimp.
Like a pimp. Like a pimp. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely my favorite part of the week is reading these stories.
Oh, it's
just
great.
Because it's one of those things where it's like, oh my God, this is real.
Right, yeah.
Like, this really happened.
Yep.
People really saw this. People really did this.
Yeah.
Real life shit. Because it just sounds like a damn movie.
Oh, and it's crazy, too, because, it's like, all right, you're having a bad day. Everyone has a bad day. I get it. But then you read these, and, they're just like,
oh my God.
Ooh, not only am I not having a bad day, but it pumps you up, kind of, like...
Yep. I'm having a great day, actually. It's nuts.
And then, I just wish they would make these movies.
I know.
Or I know they have a similar show like that, but literally just go down the...
I wish that they would take that TV show that they did, Medal of Honor, which I showed you, where they went over like one story per episode.
Right.
And I wish that they would just do every single one of them.
Yeah, wouldn't that be cool?
I wish that some billionaire would just pay for that, so then like the stories of these heroes would be,
And it could be like a half hour,
Right, yeah. They're like half hour, 45 minutes on that show.
A mini movie.
I wish that they would just do it for every single one.
It'd be so damn cool.
Just so that everybody would get there, and nobody would be forgotten.
And it would be impossible not to like it.
Right.
Like, it would just, it's like a regular show on CBS or something, every half hour, but it's just Medal of Honor.
Yeah, it would just be 3,000 episodes. You could binge on that for the rest of your life.
Easy. Netflix, sign us, man.
Netflix.
We'll direct that shit. We'll act in it. We could act it out here if we did a green screen. We could do each one and just literally act it out. First couple might be cheesy, but the more we do,
first couple hundred might be cheesy,
but the better. We'll eventually get there.
Sorry for the first few.
But yeah,
That's
I wish
sweet.
it would go down.
Yeah, man, for sure. But anyways, guys, that's our history and our Medal of Honor stories for this week. Don't forget, you can check us out on both Facebook and YouTube at One Drink Podcast. We have all of these history shows. Hit the Waves every Monday.
Yeah.
And then our full-length shows every Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
This week coming up, be sure to check us out because we have a very special guest.
We do.
Coming on the show today. But I'm not going to give you a spoiler alert, so you're just going to have to come back on Wednesday and check out all the spicy goodness.
It is going to be...
it's going to be spicy.
Yeah. Super spicy.
Super spicy. So if you want to see us sweat, literally, check out the show on Wednesday.
It's going down.
Yeah. But anyways, guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and smash that bell notification to be the first ones notified when our new episodes hit.
Always. And we just ask if you could share.
Yeah.
Just with one person.
One person.
That's it.
Send it to your mama.
There you go. That's perfect.
She'll watch it. My mom watches it. His mom watches it.
She'll be like,
send it to your mama.
Yeah.
Share with your mama. See, that's gonna be our new thing. Share with your mama.
I'm gonna get that on a shirt.
Right. Share with your mama.
They send it to their mom, and she's like,
"The f is this?
Who are these two dudes?"
Call him the queen. But anyways, guys, until next time.
See ya.
Cheers.